Well, it is now official. Aaron Glenn is the new head coach of the New York Jets. Now, is this a good signing, a bad signing? This is a good signing. The only reason this is not, you can look at it as not a good signing, is that he is now about to be coaching Aaron Rodgers, one of the biggest QB divas in the world. Now, what do we got to think about this? We got to think Aaron Glenn is finally about to get a head coaching job in the NFL. But Aaron Rodgers has been a product of Mike McCarthy, and he's gotten a couple coaches fired. You know, Matt LaFleur and Green Bay had enough of him, until he stopped winning, and that's cool. And then New York, they were just like, oh, we'll take you. And now New York, he got Robert Saleh fired. The other head coach, he's now gone. And now guess what? Aaron Glenn, I would say, do not let Aaron Rodgers run you. Make sure you put your foot down. And what I would do if I'm Aaron Glenn, I'm looking at Quinn Ewers, I think his name is, Cam Ward, and I'm looking at a couple other QBs in this draft. You know why? Because as soon as you start playing bad and you start to blame me or say, hey, it's the coaching, I'm going to put that rookie QB in and see if he does better than you. And if he does better than you, is it really me? Or is it you just doing whatever you want? Because if I remember correctly, Aaron Rodgers is the QB that did say he calls his own play sometimes if he doesn't like the play that was called. And that's just terrible. That's terrible of him to do such a thing to Aaron Glenn. He finally gets his first stick at being a head coach, and you're going to make him look bad? No. So if I'm Aaron Glenn, I'm getting a new QB. I am going to let Aaron Rodgers mentor him, and then we will see how we go from there. Because Aaron Rodgers likes to dictate a lot. He went to New York and said, hey, it's the O-line. And then when it wasn't the O-line, oh, I need another target, even though you got Garrett Wilson, who won Offensive Rookie of the Year with Zach Wilson. And then you got Devontae, and then you're like, oh, it's coaching. There's a common denominator between all these, and it's you. The common denominator is Aaron Rodgers. And if Aaron Rodgers is going to keep placing the blame, we got to sit here and have a conversation about Aaron Rodgers and how he's conducting his business. Because this, unnecessary. Really unnecessary. But, Aaron Glenn, congratulations. And we shall see whether they make upgrades, whether they get a new QB. I know they drafted Jordan Travis not too long ago, but we haven't seen him because he had an injury and hasn't recovered from it. So we shall see. We will see.